This video we're going to see about the memory allocation techniques, that is first fit, worst fit and best fit algorithms. We'll start with the first fit algorithm, and here we can see we are taking the number of processes as input, and using which we just take the process sizes, and after that we just take the block sizes. And here we can see using these loops we are taking the input for the process sizes and sizes, which happens to be an array here. And after that we just using these three loops here, we can see we're just printing the values which we have already taken as input, like the process sizes array, that is an array, that's why I use this loop. And using this loop I have printing this array, this is block number, and using this loop I'm printing the process size. And after that block size as well. And after that we can see here, using these two nested loops we are implementing the logic of this first fit algorithm. So first fit algorithm, what it does is it just searches for the hole that is large enough to allocate uh, large enough for the allocation of this process. So if that is large enough, then that hole will be allocated. So that is the logic. So we are using two nested loops here, and temp is set to -1 initially. We'll see why. We'll see how it helps us. After that, I'm checking condition if process size is large enough. Then sorry, if process size is less than or equals to block size, that means if the block size is can accommodate this process, then I'm updating the value of temp, and I'm decrementing the block size by the value of the process size, whatever the value it may be. And after that, I'm printing p and the number of the process, that is indicated by I here, y pointer. And after that, I'm printing the size of the process, and here I'm printing the number here. This acts like a block number, like which block has been allocated to the current this process. And I'm just incrementing the value by 1 uh, and printing the value. And if temp is equals to -1, so if during the execution of this inner for loop, if the value of temp has not got updated, that means that there is the process has not been allocated. So I'm checking the condition if temp is still -1, then I'm printing the process number and the process size, and status is not allocated. That's how the first fit algorithm has been implemented. Now let me run this code. We'll just give this input. Now here the number of processes are 4, right? 4. Block size is 100, 500, 200, 300 and 600. And the process sizes are 212 the first process, 417 second process, 112 is the size of the third process, and 4 to 6 is the size of the fourth process. Now we can see things block number 100 is not large enough, not enough for this process, right? So that's how this first fit algorithm will be working. Now we'll go to the next one, that is worst fit algorithm. So what it does is it just searches for the largest hole first, and it just accommodates that hole to the process. And this process is repeated for all the processes. We'll see how it is implemented here. Here we can see from this loop, in the loop, we can see we are trying to find the uh, maximum value in the block size, maximum size of the block here. And you can see if block size is greater than process size, only then we can allocate the block, right? So if block size is less than process, we need not worry about that. Then we just have to skip it. So if this condition is true, we are checking if k is equals to, we are getting the difference actually, the block size and the process size, and we are checking if k is greater than maximum. So then we are updating max. So in this way we are trying to find the maximum. Uh, so we are trying to find the uh, block size where the difference between the block size and process size is maximum. So that's what we are doing here. And after that you can see we are updating temp as well. So this just acts like the block number to print outside the loop. And here we can see the block size of temp is equal to 0. What it means is if the block has been allocated for any process, then uh, the remaining space in that block cannot be used. That is the disadvantage of this worst fit algorithm. So that's why I've given 0 here, block size of temp is equals to 0. That means that that block cannot be used further for any process. So I'm checking if temp is still -1, then the process cannot has not been allocated yet. So if temp got updated, then temp is not -1. If it has got updated with some any other value, then we can see here we are printing the value of the actual temp, the process size, and the block number to which the process has been allocated. That is how the worst fit algorithm. And coming to the best, we'll just run this first. Worst fit, and here we'll just give this input. Number of processes is 4. Block size is, first block is 100, second block 500, 200, 300, 600, and the process size is 212, 417, 112, 426. So we can see the process 4 has not been allocated. So once here we can see the block which can accommodate this one is block 2 and block 4, right? Because since both of those blocks have been allocated to process 2 and process 3, this process 4 has not been allocated any block. So that's how this worst fit works. And coming to the best fit, so in this best fit algorithm, what happens is we just try to find the minimum difference between the block size and the process size. So that's what we are doing here. You can see we'll start from here. So this nested loop, we are trying to find the minimum. So I've just initialized this value to some maximum, that is this value, this large value, and if block size of j is greater than the process size of I. So this condition I already explained in this worst fit. So only if this is true, we just have to concentrate on that process. Otherwise, we just have the block size cannot accommodate the process. We just have to skip it. And if this condition is true, we're checking int k is equals to block. We're actually getting the difference, and we are finding the block where the difference between that block and the process is minimum. So that's what we are doing here, and we're just updating the temp value with the j here. That acts as the block number while we print the statement outside the loop. So once you use any block, we just we just have to give 0 here, 0 in that particular block, and we just have to print p with the process number and the process size and the temp which has been updated here. Just incrementing the temp by 1. That is temp plus 1. Now we'll just run this and check the best fit algorithm. This is the input. Now number of processes are 4. The block size is 100, 500, 200, 300, 600. Process size P1 is 212, 417, 112, and 426. You can see this is the best fit algorithm. And I hope all the outputs are correct, and thanks for watching.